What's up guys, so the One UI 2.5 is finally out for the Galaxy S20 lineup, and I was actually waiting for this upgrade because I wanted to see the speed difference between the S20 Ultra versus the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Both models are rocking the Exynos 990 processor, and I finally got the 5G Note 20 Ultra, so it's also coming with 12 gigs of RAM compared to that 8 GB of RAM peasant variant that I had before. So Samsung has addressed a lot of issues that we have seen with S20 Ultra, particularly in the camera area, where the night mode photos on the Note 20 Ultra are actually noticeably better. Seeing that difference made me curious to see if there's actually any real life speed difference between these two phones. Okay, we are in position. As always, we'll kick things off by booting both phones up at the same time. Here we go. Now, I'm using my Warrior Edition Galaxy S20 Ultra, which is a little bit damaged because I don't know, for some reason I'm not receiving the One UI 2.5 on my other S20 Ultra. But yeah, this is my special baby that I've mostly been using before the Note 20 Ultra. So you can see just a little bit difference, I guess a 1 second difference there. Now, just to quickly reconfirm that I'm indeed rocking the One UI 2.5 on my S20 Ultra. As you can see, this is the latest version. Now, before we begin, I want to do a quick little Geekbench 5 benchmark test just to basically see what kind of scores we are getting on the Note 20 Ultra with the Exynos 990 in comparison to this bad boy. Are there any difference in the numbers? Okay, so here are the scores, and you can see Note 20 Ultra is doing better in both single and multi-core score. Okay, so let's kick off the test starting with some basic application just to look at the animation and general speed. Here we go with the phone dialer. You can see absolutely similar performance. One more system-based app settings, no difference whatsoever. Of course, I'm running the 120 Hz refresh rate on both devices. Absolutely beautiful, smooth look. Let's get down to some third-party applications, starting with Wikipedia. Here we go. And more or less same. It kind of felt a little bit quicker on the Note 20 Ultra. Very close performance. Again, these are the same chips. Just wanted to see if there's actually any difference. We might see some differences when I launch some games. So let's get down to Spotify. Here we go. And about the same. Instagram. Then a bit of a different feed on both phones, but again, more or less the same kind of speed of the load. You can see no hiccups whatsoever. Really good performance there. Checking out my profile. Let's open the Insta camera application. That's about the same. No difference whatsoever. Next up, we have YouTube. That's about the same. Moving on to some third-party actions, starting with Subway Surfers. And okay, so Note 20 Ultra faster there, and I must say this was a little bit more noticeable difference compared to the other applications. Next we have Reddit. Definitely faster on the S20 Ultra. Going out. Now we're going to be launching PUBG Mobile, one of the most popular games out there for Android and iOS. And as I've shown this earlier, I guess in my previous speed test, that PUBG does run fine on the Exynos 990, but definitely not 60 frames per second locked like we have seen on the iPhone or on the Snapdragon devices. So we'll be demonstrating that in this test. You can see really quick launch speed on both phones, setting the graphics to all the way to the max. Just gonna have a quick look at the Galaxy S20 Ultra PUBG performance. Looks really smooth, but as I'm moving around the camera, it doesn't feel like 60 locked, but still very, very smooth for this high settings. Let's try it out on the Note 20 Ultra, and same kind of result. Yeah, pretty similar performance. So we're just gonna leave it there, and I'm going to exit while keeping the game open. Next on the list, we have Asphalt 9 game. This is a pretty popular game as well. Gameloft 20 years update has arrived, and let's see. For the most part, these devices have been pretty similar apart from the benchmark scores, but I will be checking out the thermals towards the end of the video. And again, more or less the same. The S20 Ultra a bit quicker there. Both phones are running this game at 60 frames per second lock. Really nice. Looks really smooth. We're just gonna go ahead and launch a stage. Asphalt 9 does run really good on the Exynos 990 processor. So this is 60 frames per second locked on both phones. Let's go out. Moving on to Twitter. Launching ADA64 app, and let's just quickly check out the thermals. You can see Note 20 Ultra a little bit cooler there, 36 degrees Celsius, 37.2 on the S20 Ultra. Let's open more applications. We have Photoshop Express, and that's about the same. Loading up this image of this moon. Felt a little bit quicker on the S20 Ultra. Some sharpening effects, applying all the way to the max, as well as the clarity. Applied some filters and quickly export this image in 100% JPEG quality. And see if there's any difference or not. Save to gallery. And okay. Both phones are taking their sweet time. S20 Ultra done, followed by the Note 20 Ultra. Again, very close difference. Something that is, I would say, allowed because, like I said, more or less same kind of processor, same kind of performance. Once again, gonna open ADA64 here. You can see temperatures are very similar right now. Again, this is not a thermal throttling test. I will be doing a separate video regarding that. Stay tuned for that. Lastly, I'm gonna be opening cameras on both phones, and that is about the same. Now, just for fun, I'm going to be doing a quick little browsing test, gold.com, and more or less same kind of loading times. Let's open this article, and again, very similar performance. Now let's quickly check out the RAM management, starting with the benchmark app that we opened on both phones. You can see that is still there. Phone dialer, settings, Wikipedia, Spotify, Instagram. Again, 12 gigs of RAM, plenty of RAM on both phones to play with. Let's see, we've got Subway Surfers, still there on both phones, no issue. Reddit, PUBG, still there. And we've got Asphalt 9. This is also still there. This is just an in-game loading time. Twitter, Photoshop Express, 864. You can see the thermals are a little bit more on the S20 Ultra compared to 36.3. It is the same level as before. Again, nothing too major. Back to browsers on both phones. So excellent RAM management on both devices, of course. Why not? 12 gigs of RAM is the absolute best value for that extreme RAM management. Okay guys, so that was the full test. I have to say, while there is a difference between the night mode on both phones, Note 20 Ultra doing noticeably better. Also the difference in the benchmark numbers. When it comes to the real life performance in just basic applications and RAM management, browsing and gaming as well, both of these devices are very similar. Again, I will be doing processor centric video pretty soon. I'm just waiting for the Snapdragon 865 Plus model to arrive. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.